Welcome to the Foul Play YouTube channel. Open mic number 180. Crazy stuff. Anyway, welcome everyone. We're going to be continuing on with the Jodi, Steven, Chuck, Barb, whoever calls. I don't know that we'll get finished, but we might. But there's several. The first call is 30 minutes. And it's going to be pretty blistering. I heard a little bit of it. Jodi is pissed. She is mad. She's big mad. We've got to remember the date here. Let's see. Let me pull this up here. Yeah. This is the 15th of February, 2006. And this is after the cops had brought her in, Wiegert and Baldwin, and played a couple of phone calls between Stephen and Debbie. And she's already mad about the letter, right? So. Anyway, before we get to that, though, let's say hello to everyone, not be rude. And if there's any questions or whatever, we'll try to address those before we get started. And then we might get finished. I don't know. I kind of doubt it, but we'll see. Anyway, first up, we have Kay that's having tacos.
Hey, I was having some gourmet tacos. They were so good.
Wow.
Now I'm ready to hear the fight.
Take some Pepto.
It's comical to me. I don't know. So junior high.
It really is. Yeah, I agree. All right, okay. Thanks so much. And then Cherie, how are you?
I'm good. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Open Mic.
Thanks, Cherie. JD, how are you, sir?
Hey, I'm doing well. I'm looking forward to these calls. So let's see what happens.
Indeed. And Dr. Silkman, how are you, sir?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much, Jack61. And oh my God, Open Mic 180. Well done. That's fantastic. And I'd like to say hello to all my fellow panel members and everyone in chat. It's great to be here. And if I could just for 1 second, sorry, Jack61, I'd like to give a shout out to the guys doing the Defense Diaries. They gave us a shout out the last podcast, and they were really impressed with our library of documents, and they're listening to phone calls at the moment, Jack61.
God.
You're very interested in that. They're listening to some of the phone calls between Jodi and Steve, and they thanked us very much for our library and documents. So, and a Merry Christmas to everyone in chat and on the panel. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Doc. Yeah, they seem to be really good people, and just I haven't detected any kind of with lawyers. No offense to Cherie or any other lawyer out there, but a lot of times I've detected with some kind of a highfalutin. I'm a lawyer and you can't really understand what I'm saying, but I'm going to try to explain it to you, kind of thing. These people aren't like that at all. And a lot of the lot of the law tubers aren't either. They're very down to earth, very plain spoken to explain things to us from a legal standpoint. I can tell you, I appreciate it. I really like listening to them. I'm still on. I think I'm on episode 6, and I was gonna try to listen to more, but I had to get some other shit done, and I couldn't. So I'm gonna try to get caught up while we take a little break here the next little while. So
they're on episode 10. They're on episode
my God!
10. I just listened to it yesterday.
I'm behind. I'm further behind. I'm further behind than I thought. Okay, well, I'm going to try to get caught up.
I love their analysis, the way they're going through CASO, MTSO, but they're now incorporating telephone calls as well, and that's very, very interesting. If you haven't checked them out, please do. Awesome group.
Absolutely, yeah, guys. Anybody out there hasn't listened to them, it's like Doc said, it's the Defense Diaries. Wherever you listen to your podcasts, you can find them. Not a problem. And they're really good. And it's not they're taking a really straightforward look, as far as I can tell. I haven't detected any kind of bias from them at all. So definitely check them out. And we'll talk about it a little bit more at the end, but after tonight, we're going to take a little break, foul play, probably till, I don't know. We'll see what happens this coming week, but I know that we all kind of need a little step away time with convicting a murderer, and I think it about killed Doc, and it 2/3 killed me. And then, of course, he's got these phone calls on top of it, and I've got to, I mean, I can create the videos on my own time. There's no pressure there. That's easy. There's a lot of them, but I can take my time with those and get them released. I have these phone calls and get them in the library, but doing lives and stuff, that's a whole other thing. So we're going to take just at least a week off probably. We'll see how far we get with these calls. If we don't finish tonight, my intentions is probably to come back Tuesday or Wednesday night and finish it out, even if it's a short open mic. That way, if we've listened to them all. I mean, unless there's just nothing calls at the end. But I know that there's several 15-minute calls in here. So with that said, let me take a quick scroll. I don't know if Kay or you or Sheree have been kind of looking if there's any questions. I really don't see anything. Yep, I don't see nothing. I do see a few people in chat, and I'll say hello to right quickly. There's Allie. She was the first one here. She's been waiting for a while. Gloria, Clive, Random Pieces, Graham, Lord Barb, Sheila Smokey, Leanne Bergerson, and Anthony Hills. Anyway, if there's nothing else, I think we should probably go ahead and get started. Okay, putting this on the stage. Again, setting the stage a little bit. This first call is February 15th, 2006, and it's clearly after I listened to like 10, 15 seconds of this call, and I'm like oh my God. This is after Wiegert and Baldwin had talked to Jodi and played over a couple of calls between Stephen and Debbie. So be prepared. She's pissed. She's on the warpath. If you're having problems hearing, let me know. I'll try to monitor on this end. But also, any questions, as always, put a Q in front of it in the live chat. And if you guys here and on StreamYard with me on the panel, if you need me to stop, just let me know. Otherwise, here we go.
This call is subject to
based on the number dialed.
You have 31 minutes remaining on your card. Thank you for using Evercom. The number is now being dialed. You are receiving a free call from an inmate at a correctional facility.
Hello? 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 Better hang on a minute.
Yeah, Jodi's calling. Jodi's calling. I know, but take it easy. I can't go her the same way.
Don't tip that phone upside down.
What's up?
Okay. Hello?
Hey.
Hello?
Yeah?
Hello?
Yeah?
Hello?
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying.
Hey.
Hello?
Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah. What do you want?
What do I want?
Yeah. You want to end it or what?
Yeah. Why not? You love somebody else.
No.
Yeah, I heard you tell her, Stephen.
I told her a lot of things.
You told her you loved her and you want to slip your fucking dick into her.
That was back then.
And no, that was Monday, Stephen.
When?
Monday. Right before you talked to me. Yeah. You enjoy talking about me to her? That you just got the letter saying that I was bitching to you about you and your little slut? Yeah.
You're always bitching at me.
Give me something not to bitch at.
Well, she ain't bitching at me.
Well, you can have her.
And I don't love her.
You don't love me either.
Oh, I don't.
No, you don't.
And why don't I?
If you didn't love her, why you tell her that?
Because she's doing everything good for me. There ain't nothing bad.
Well, then you can have her.
I need people to help me. I'll make things worse.
And if I could, I would.
But you would.
Yeah.
All the damage you did already?
I didn't do no damage.
You didn't do nothing.
No.
Rob?
If I wanted to fuck you, Steven, I could.
Yeah?
And I would.
I know you would.
But I wouldn't do that.
And I told you I had talked to her.
No, you didn't.
What do you mean I didn't?
No, you didn't.
Why don't you get the phone records of mine then?
Well, according to that phone conversation, you called her yesterday, too.
I called this morning, too.
Yeah, good. And I'm sure you're going to call her when we're done here.
No, she got a block on her phone.
Aw, she'll get it off for you, huh?
Yeah, at least I got people trying for me.
Yeah, if I was out, I would have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why don't you do something for me?
Why don't you do something to me, you fucking bastard?
Hey!
Sorry.
Hey. She hung up.
No, I didn't.
Oh. All right.
I'm here.
I gotta fix it. Okay.
I'm here.
Hey, that's all.
And as for me being jealous, it's because you can't be trusted.
I can't be trusted.
Look, you're writing her and telling her you love her and want to spend your fucking life with her. How am I supposed to trust you? And they were asking me about Barbara's truck that was stolen.
What the hell are you gonna know about that?
Because I was living out there when it was stolen. Hello?
Yeah?
Yeah.
You were at the trailer. How are you gonna know anything about that?
I told them what I know. Somebody stole it. I don't know. I was sick. You were working.
Cops are crooked. If you can't use your fucking brain.
Hello?
What? If you can't trust me, then you can do what you want to do.
How can I trust you when you're calling her and telling her you love her? You want to slip your dick into her and you miss her.
What you want to do.
Fuck that.
I ain't gonna go and hurt whatever I got going.
So you're going to hurt me?
I ain't hurting you.
You ain't hurting me?
Why am I hurting you?
Why are you hurting me?
You should understand.
I should understand. Fuck you. I should understand my supposed fucked up fiance telling some other cunt he loves her? I should understand that?
Yeah, you should understand where I'm coming from.
No, I shouldn't.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
if you ain't. Huh? Hey,
What?
you what? I told you I wanted to marry you.
No, you don't. You just called that off.
Huh?
You just called that off.
I just called it off.
Yeah,
When?
the other day.
What but I didn't need it either. I'm sick of arguing with you.
Apparently you didn't get that letter I just sent either then.
Huh?
Apparently you didn't get that letter then either, huh?
Hey, Ma, can you move it? Huh?
Apparently you didn't get that letter yet then either, huh?
I just got a letter.
And what it say in there?
Letter? What are you doing? Hey,
What?
Ma! What? What are you doing?
Can you hear me?
Hi. Oh,
And what did it say in there?
my fingers are all numb. Oh. I only read the first page so far.
What did it say in there?
What did it say in there?
Yeah.
The first page?
Yeah.
That you love me? And you're sorry for everything? And you should have never went off on me? All kinds of shit like that. I thought we were going to start over from scratch. And no more bitching. But you're falling in their trap.
No, Steven.
Oh, Steven, that's all I hear from you, cocksucking bitch.
Fuck off.
Yeah, I'm supposed to fuck off now. See, this is what they want. They want to turn you against me.
You did that yourself by telling her you love her.
I'm upset. No,
Yeah.
I do not love her.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, I do.
You don't love me.
She can't have a kid or nothing.
Neither can I.
Oh, you can't. But she's been sick. And I don't love her. She's too fat for me.
Yeah, wait till you see me.
You know? Are you fat? You know, I try my best with you.
No, you don't.
Oh, no?
No. If you did, you wouldn't tell her you love her.
How do you...
How would you feel if I went and told Chucky I loved him?
You did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
But you're always talking to him. You don't listen to me. You're lying to me.
No, I ain't. I tell you when I talk to him.
No, and I told you never talk to him again.
Then you stop talking to her. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
You know, I think we should do something different. You want to be act like this?
Why not? You're talking to me about me to other fucking people. You're reading my fucking letter pretty much to her.
I don't read nothing your letter to her.
Steven.
I'll pause it here just for 1 second, just to make sure we're clear for those that may have not have heard what this little deal that Jodi did. She's calling Chuck, but she's using the excuse that she's introducing Tori to Chuck. And it was before it was some other girl, but that didn't work out. Now it's Tori. So that's the excuse that Jodi's using to call Chuck. But keep in mind, other people are buying these calling cards for Jodi, and she's using those minutes that she's, I guess supposed to be talking to Steven, arranged calls, whatever, but she's letting Tori talk to Chuck. And of course, Jodi's talking to Chuck too. Just want to clarify that.
Yeah, with
again,
a bunch of sexual innuendo.
Absolutely. And so her hands are not clean here.
But the other important point is this, right? Stephen is fully aware of what Jodi is doing with Chuck, and the law enforcement officers have made sure that Jodi is fully aware of what Stephen is doing with Debbie. And
Sure.
It's interesting that the go between is Chuck and Debbie. Those two are causing all the problems. And at the end of the day, this is sweet music to the ears of the state. They are loving it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That I wouldn't be surprised if they weren't listening to this live. I'm sure they knew she was mad as hell that day because they had played for Leanne. I put it in the live chat, but they had played 2 calls for Jodi earlier that day. I don't know what else, but that interview is in the File Play library now on YouTube. You can go listen to it yourself. So anyway, it's just it's so it's as Kay said, it's so junior high. It's not even funny. It's like, oh my God, if everything else going on, now you got this. It's crazy. Anyway, all right, let's continue on listening to the 7th graders. Here we go.
Even I listened to the phone conversation.
I don't say nothing about your letters.
Liar.
No.
Oh, I just got a letter from her today, bitching, and me and my little slut. Let the fucking cunt write me.
Oh, yeah, I did say that.
Yeah, I know you did.
I remember that. And I did say all of that.
And then you want to slip your dick in her, and you love her. And you miss her.
Yeah, but you hear my voice? It's softly. Like I don't want to say it.
No, then you wouldn't say it, Stephen.
Well, I don't care what you say. My heart is with you. If you want to believe that, then you do what you want to do. It's up to you.
How am I supposed to believe it when I can't even trust you?
I'll tell you one thing.
I don't want your fucking brother. Your brother can fuck off and die for all I care. I wanted you. I'm sorry, but he's got to get that through his fucking head.
I don't care. Don't ever say that.
I didn't mean it that way. It's, you know what I mean.
You did.
I know.
You think it's easy all the time.
No, I don't.
So why do you keep on pulling up this fucking shit?
Why are you pulling it, Stephen?
Why don't you tell these motherfuckers to fuck off already?
Why don't you tell that fucking cunt?
Don't worry about that cunt.
No. Then you stop talking to her. It's your choice.
No, you stop talking.
I ain't talking. If I wanted to talk, Stephen, I would. There's nothing to talk about.
By you, why don't you tell him to shove it?
No, why even listen to him? Why don't you ask him?
Because I'm getting you talking to her.
Why don't you tell him to fuck off with them things?
Why? So I can hear what you're saying. You ain't gonna tell me.
Ask me and I'll tell you.
No, you wouldn't. Because as far as I knew, you weren't talking to her no more.
And who said that?
You.
I can't hear. Hey.
What?
You gonna move a little bit more?
I can hear you just fine.
No, I can hear you now. No, it's up to you.
No.
When I'm following that fucking game, I ain't gonna be with all of this. I ain't gonna. I'll go to the fucking media and say, well, looks like I'm a free man again.
I will too then.
Hey, move the phone again. You there?
Yeah.
Hey.
And besides, you pretty much did tell him that. Huh?
It slipped out. I got it in my fingers now.
Hello? I can't hear him.
Is
Hello?
that Chuck in the background?
Yeah. You pretty much did tell the media that.
Tell the media what?
You're free. When you told my...
Did you say, is that Chuck in the background?
Uh-huh.
Sounds
Yeah,
like
it sounded like it. I heard that. I heard that at first too, before
Yeah.
they actually got on the phone. I could have swore that was Chuck I heard in the background.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, but of course he can't hear. Well, I don't know. Maybe if he's standing there at the phone listening in.
Oh, God dang.
Oh my God.
That definitely sounded like Chuck.
Yeah, I thought so too.
You want to replay that little bit again?
Yeah, I'll back it up here just a second. Back it up just. We're at 1347. I'll go back to, yeah, that should be good. I'll start it here. All right, here we go.
Hey, who's the phone again? You there?
Yeah.
Hey.
And besides, you pretty much did tell him that. Huh?
It slipped out. I got it in my fingers now.
Yeah, that's definitely
Hello?
Chuck.
I can't hear him. Hello?
Yeah?
Yeah? You pretty much did tell the media that.
Tell me what?
You're free. When you told him I talked to Jodi a couple of times.
They already know.
I don't.
Well, you don't. Because you
No.
don't want to believe it.
Not after that, no.
Well, you don't want to believe nothing. Yeah. No. You decide. Yeah, I know. You think it's funny.
No, I don't. You ripping my heart out's funny? Oh, yeah. That's a real fucking...
You ripping your own fucking heart out.
No. Oh, I'm ripping my heart out by telling some cunt I love her?
I don't give a fuck about that.
You don't about me either.
Huh?
You don't about me either.
I don't know about you. I know I don't know about you. Because you can turn on a guy just like that.
No, I can't.
You are right now.
No, I ain't.
You ain't. Then why would you call Barbara and tell her you want to end it? You're ending.
Because
Because why?
you can tell some other cunt you love her.
Well, maybe I got reasons.
Well, you can have them reasons.
Well, why don't you go back to your fucking mom then? You know, as long as you don't give a fuck about me.
You don't give a fuck about me?
Oh, I don't.
No, you don't.
Well, that's why I give you money so you can talk to me.
You knew that would get back to me.
I know everything's going to get back to you. Do you think I care?
No, you don't.
Okay then, I'm trying to do something here.
You just said you don't care, so.
I said I don't care if it comes back to you or not. I ain't got nothing to hide. If I didn't want you to hear it, I want to fit it. I know they're dirty. That's besides the point.
Well, it's just funny. You have no problem telling somebody else you love them.
Well, I don't tell you I love you.
Why should I believe it when you say you don't mean it to her? How do I know you mean it to me?
Why?
Hello?
I love you more than when I love my wife. Yeah. That's it. Now, if you want to turn on me, just go ahead. Get it over with. All I can say is I love you. Well, if you can't trust me or anything else, that's your problem. That's your blame, not mine.
No, that's your doing it. You support me because you won't let me fucking work. What else was in there? Oh, I already told Chucky that.
Look at the problem.
And, huh?
Look at the problem.
What, me having a cigarette with a guy? Big fucking deal. I ain't telling that fucking bastard I love him.
How do I know that?
Or want to slip my fucking dick in his ass.
Hold it. He wanted you. We broke off that minute.
So what?
Yeah. You brought that up.
You ended it. I knew you'd be back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Took it that way.
Huh?
You didn't know that.
Yeah, I did.
Well, you didn't because Dawn told you that.
No, she didn't, because I called you and asked you to come back. I knew you'd be back.
What you can do after this phone call, Martha?
None, because I'm going to get off so I have minutes.
Huh? This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be
I still got nothing because I'm going to get off, so I have minutes.
No? Don't let these motherfuckers bother you.
It's not them, it's you. Telling somebody else you love them.
Oh, it's them. Turning you
They told somebody else you love her?
I don't care about that. There's no reason why I'm doing this.
There ain't no fucking reason for telling somebody else you love them. Besides the plain fact that you love her.
No, I don't love her.
Well.
Why do you think I was going to set her up with Chucky?
Yeah. Then why are you calling her?
Huh?
Then why are you calling her?
I want to talk to somebody. I'm here.
Hi, Steven.
You ain't in there by yourself.
I wish I fucking was.
You're in there by a bunch of bitches.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. And with your letters, you're always playing cards. You're always doing something with them.
That was a long time ago.
I'm in here by myself. I've been in here by myself.
Yeah, well, when you want to talk to somebody, fucking write me a letter. You love me so much.
Yeah, I was going to write you a letter tonight.
But you didn't.
No, when I get these fucking papers, being sued and everything else, you don't care what I'm going through.
No, because you don't tell me.
I don't tell you.
No, you don't. You don't write nothing to me telling me this. Nobody else tells me anything.
No, if I do tell you, they make copies and everything else.
They make copies if you tell somebody else.
Yeah, but I don't worry about that shit. In the tub. I thought she had something to do with this. And sometimes I still think so.
Then why would you tell her you love her? So they can use this shit against you in court. Oh, you supposedly have a fiancé, but you're telling some other cunt you love her. Why wouldn't you go and murder Teresa because she wouldn't fuck you? So you had to murder her because she turned your ass down. You shouldn't be doing that. You got a fiancé. Hello? Yeah. Yeah. I don't either. You pretty much just fucking did. Again. To me, Steven, telling somebody else you love them, that's just the same as fucking her. In my book. I hate cheaters. I'm not doing nothing. No, what am I doing? No, what am I doing? What Francis Crick? Huh? An affair 2 fucking years ago? So what? You don't give a shit about me. Telling somebody else they got a nice ass right in front of me. Think. Telling somebody else you love them. What's that? And look how many times you drive down the fucking road and the goddamn truck's staring at other cunts. Don't tell me I stared at one fucking guy. Big deal. Hello? I can't hear you. Yeah, me neither. I want to be fucking happy. I want somebody I can trust. Somebody that fucking loves me. And doesn't go and tell some other cunt he loves her. Or wants to slip his dick into her. Or he misses her. Why don't you treat me decent too? Alright, fuck you! What other times? Huh? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. What? What cards? I don't get no cards from you. I don't send you no cards. What are you talking about? What? What about the phone card? It is. I ain't. The only one I used it on was my mom to tell her to keep Tiffany out of the trailer park. What about Barbara? Oh, I called her, yeah, to see who she was talking to because I was hoping it was you. Yeah. Oh, I can't hear a word you're saying. It's a little hard when you're telling some other cunt you love her. Well, that's what she is to me. I don't give a fuck, so am I. Why should I treat some fucking cunt that's even writing you when she has no fucking right to be writing you when she's fucking married and fucking your brother? Hello? I don't know. Why would you tell her? Why? So do I. It ain't costing you to call her. What does me getting out soon have to do with fucking anything? You're trying to keep me locked up in your mother's basement when I get out of here. I can get a fucking job and work. I'm gonna need money. You figured. Well, I guess I'll have to drive myself then, huh? Yeah, I do. Because I felt like it. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. There. Right there. Hello? Hello? What? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Monday? I don't know. Not tomorrow. You talk to her from now till then? You better not talk to her. Why not? That's what I want to do. Where? Where? Right here, where? Yeah? Then you don't call her. Neither can I. No, I don't. Really, I don't. No, I don't. I sit in my fucking bed and write your fucking stupid ass letters. No. That just came out. Huh? Huh? I can't really hear you.
You have 1 minute left.
I guess I won't be calling. Hello? Huh? 1. Huh? 1 left. It's going to say 30 seconds. It ain't little shit.
You have 30 seconds left.
It ain't little shit. It ain't little shit. Huh? Prove to me. Stop calling. Huh?
Fixing cut off.
Thank you for using Evercom.
Wow. Can we say big mad? Like really big mad?
God dang.
Marty. I got to take this down for just a second so we can kind of talk about this for just a minute.
Holly was asking for a rewind. What did she want to hear?
I'm not sure. I missed it. I apologize.
Oh,
Holly.
wait. Sorry. That was 5:38. That was a while back.
Oh, okay.
Never mind.
I did post a link to Steven's side of the convo. I'll post it again, just in case anybody wants to listen to it. Steven made a lot of calls on the 15th, and I went through as we were listening to this and made sure I grabbed the right one. I think his side is a 34-minute call. Again, I did notice what we could hear. He was getting the warnings on the Calumet side about these calls may be used against you to kill you. But on Jodi's side, all we got was the countdown of time. There was no warning. I find that really, really interesting, and I don't know what it means. So, I don't know that we can, well, number one, I want to, we didn't bleep or anything out. I know the C word was used a lot. I apologize for that, but it is what it is. Hopefully no one was offended by that. Her words, certainly we don't think that, but we don't like to edit out calls at all. So that's something we just don't do. If we can't play the call because of one reason or another, then we just don't play the call. The words, though, I mean, it would have been weird if we had went through and bleeped out anything. So, any other comments before we move on? Kay, Cherie,
Nan's
Doc?
wife is asking what time that call was.
That call was at 2 minutes to 8. That's when it started on Steven's side. Let me see what it says on my word pad here. Yep. Well, on Jodi's side, it says 1956. So that's 2 minutes to 8 o'clock in the evening. And I think Steven had, let's see, let me look at his list here. 1958, and then Steven made actually 2 more calls. Hey, thank you. Steven made a 16-minute call and a 7-minute and 20-second call after this call on the 15th, the evening. So apparently he had quite
Clive
a bit of.
wants, go ahead.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
Clive wants to know what date it was that Jodi ate the rat poison.
Oh God, Doc. Doc, can you remember the date of that report?
No, I'll have to look it up.
Sometime in 2005. I'm sure it wasn't it.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, Jack 61. I'll see if I can find it, and we'll post that in the comments.
I have a hard time with that because, I mean, to me, if she'd eaten rat poison, she would have been in, depending on how much she ate, she could have been in a serious crisis because it's a blood thinner, basically. Thins their blood out and you die. I don't know. I hate to call someone a liar in that kind of situation, but I mean, come on. So, all right. Anything else? Yeah.
Can I just make a comment? This is where convicting a murderer uses that narrative that Jodi said about what Stephen did to Teresa Horbach.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've got the Stephen side of it, so I don't know how well you can hear it. I didn't scroll that far, but my guess is you can probably hear it pretty well on his side.
But now you can see what the basis of the attack by the state was all about, that it was sexually based.
Context.
So, the context of it, correct. So they navigated their entire case on the fact that because Jodi was in prison, Stephen wanted sex, and that he had lured Teresa Horbach to the Avery salvage yard. And it's very, very interesting that they build up their entire narrative on this very destructive conversation going on between Stephen and Jodi. And the bizarre thing, of course, is that Chuck is right there with his mum.
Yeah, and yeah, that's interesting. And as we know, of course, there's more calls coming, but the calls that we got last February, these phone calls continue. I mean, to Chuck, Jodi and Chuck, Tori and Chuck, it's crazy. But he knows, he knows he has to keep a low profile, or Stephen's going to blow a gasket. I'm surprised Stephen didn't make comment of him being there. He had to have heard him. Well, we heard him plainly. I heard him on at least 3 occasions in the background there, and 2 of those occasions he was pretty close to the receiver, so that tells me he was probably listening.
He said, "I've got my finger on it."
There you go.
When they were talking about move the phone closer. So,
yep.
I don't know.
Tells me he was listening. Right? That's what it says to me.
I felt like he was holding the phones when he said that.
I agree. Gave Mama Avery a break. It's crazy, man. It's telling you, it's just crazy. Again, I think about the context of what is really going on. Stephen's got a serious freaking issue. Brendan's fixing to have a serious issue. And we got all this other side business going on that's completely disruptive. Again, I think this part of it is intentional. I think that was Debbie was planned. It was a plant sent in to disrupt.
Oh, it worked.
Of course, it did work.
It absolutely worked. And just to let everybody know, that rat eating poisoning took place allegedly in September of 2004. And Jodi said that she ate 2 boxes of rat poisoning, which is highly unlikely. You eat 2 boxes of rat poisoning and you're dead.
Unless you're sitting in the hospital and they can counteract it immediately with charcoal or something, whatever. But that's a blood thinner, as far as I know.
Yes, it is. It is. And it's actually written up in CASO. And Mark Wiegert wrote up a report. So if you just type in rat poisoning, you'll find it in CASO.
That's interesting.
Yep,
wow.
It's all there.
Yeah, Nance Hand asked if there was a hospital report on that, and there's none that I'm aware of. And I doubt that we could ever get. I mean, unless there was some kind of legal reason, we would never get a copy of it because it's, medical shit. So they would never let us have it unless it was an exhibit or something. So, all right. Well, unless you guys want to talk about that one some more, I vote we move on because we got several 15-minute calls. Let me see here. I know the next one's 15 minutes. Actually, the next two are 15 minutes, and then a 7, a 15. Yeah, there's several 15-minute calls in here. So unless somebody wants to talk about anything more of that call, Jodi's pissed. The cops played her 2 phone calls between Stephen and Debbie. She's mad as a scalded dog, ready to tear his head off. Which blame her or not. I really don't. Hold on just a second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. I needed to mute just 1 second. Okay. Yeah, I don't blame Jodi for being pissed. At the same time, this was instigated by law enforcement. Don't forget that.
That report, Jack 61, is on CASO page 972 regarding the rat poisoning, if you want to read it.
There you go. Page 972, Nance Ann. All right. Well, I'm going to pop this back on screen. And if everybody's okay, I'm going to move on to the next call. Again, questions, put a Q in front of it in the live chat. If you guys need me to pause here in the panel, let me know, and I'll pause it. Otherwise, we're going to move on. Here we go.
This call is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using Evercom.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah?
What?
What do y'all say after we were disconnected?
Talk to Mom. I don't know.
And I'll pause this just 1 second. I apologize. I wanted to give the date and the time for this, and because I normally do, and I forgot. This is also on the 15th at 20:50, which is 10 minutes to 9 p.m. So this is probably 15 minutes or so, 20 minutes after Stephen and Jodi hung up. So she's calling Chuck to talk to him. Right? So I'm guessing she was very aware that Chuck was there. Don't know that, but that's my guess. So she's calling to make sure he's okay. Because that's another sugar daddy buying her shit. She didn't want to cut that off yet. All right, here we go.
Why are you mad at me?
But you shouldn't have got him upset.
Why?
Because you're in there, you're getting out, and he's still in there, and he doesn't know which way to turn.
You can have her.
Huh?
You can have her.
She's nobody.
Well, she didn't know which way to turn. Shouldn't be a problem.
But he tells me to, and he was trying to set her up with me. So I don't know. I'm just saying,
So now I gotta call your mom to see what was said after we were disconnected.
I would let things settle down.
Why, so we can call her?
What? They only talked for about 2 minutes after that.
No, I meant so he can call her now?
Well, I don't know. She's supposed to be on 26 tonight.
Why?
On the news. I don't know.
Really?
I'm going to watch it too.
At 10?
Yeah.
Is your mom still up? No.
I don't know. I was gonna fire up, and I didn't fire up. I just closed the garage door and turned off the heat. Turned it down. And I was gonna come home here and eat something, and I was gonna go fire up.
I don't know.
Just play it by ear.
No, if you really cared about me, you wouldn't do it. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, but like you said, I heard some when I was holding the phone. But all he's got is four walls. He ain't got nobody to talk to. He ain't got nobody.
Neither do I.
You got other people in there.
I don't talk to them because half of them I don't like. The only one I talk to is Tori.
Tori and Michelle.
Yeah.
Well, whatever.
Well, not really even her.
Well, I'm just saying, You got company. He doesn't.
Well, he doesn't need to tell her he loves her. And where the fuck did he and your mom get that I told you I loved you?
Huh?
Yeah.
When did this come about? I don't know about
Just
that.
now.
Well, I don't know about that.
Yeah. Because I said, how would you feel if I told Chucky I loved him? And both of them. You have. I said, what? So that's news to me.
Well, maybe when you were a little tipsy and whatever. And
No.
I don't know.
No.
Because you said my name was mentioned a couple of times when you were arguing back and forth.
Well, yeah, because he would yell at me over you. Because he knew you wanted me, and you were always flirting with me, and I didn't say nothing.
Is that what it's called? Flirting?
I guess. That's what he said.
But just play it cool.
Yeah, but looking at my shoes, how am I supposed to believe him? Why should I? How do I know he's not lying to me to keep me from talking at his trial? Right?
He's not.
How do I know this? I don't.
You're in two separate worlds right now.
I ain't telling other people I love them.
I don't know how that came about, so I can't answer that.
I suppose your mom's still picking me up, though, huh? Not you.
I don't know what's happening. You don't know what's what.
I know that. That's the fucking problem. I don't know anything.
You just had an argument over the phone. You don't know what's what over the phone. On the outside or on his side.
I don't know. I had 3 cigarettes today. Did I tell you that?
No, I heard.
From who?
You.
I just asked if I told you, and you said no.
No, you were telling Steven.
I told him?
Yeah, you don't even know what you were hollering about.
I didn't remember telling him I had cigarettes.
Or did you tell me before?
I think I told you before, because I was going to say something to him, but that's when you have 1 minute remaining. Yeah, it was you. God, they were good.
Was that you with 1 minute remaining?
Yeah.
Oh.
And he's talking to me, and all I can hear is you talking to your ma. And then the dog's barking. But do you hold the phone right up to your ear, too? Or what?
No, I held it in front of me. Then I put it down. After so long, then I put it on the table.
Is he on speakerphone?
No.
Oh. Huh. Did you want to talk to Tori? Is it
What?
half and half, or you want to wait?
What, is she there or doing
Yeah.
laundry?
She's right here.
What? I don't know.
Well, you said yesterday half and half. It's
Yeah.
up to you.
Put her on.
All right.
Okay.
If it hangs up before, I don't know, maybe you can come see me Saturday. Oh, you got work. Oh.
What?
I said if it hangs up before you get on the phone with me again, if you do, I was going to say you can come see me Saturday, but you got work. And we're supposed to get lots of snow.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Come and see you.
Well, you don't have to.
Oh, okay.
All right, here she is.
Okay.
Bye.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
Ah, Jodi, you fucker Christ! She's trying to kill me. She's leaning on me to get up, and I was on my knees. Shit, that hurts. Sorry.
Okay, just heads up. I don't have any interest in listening to Tori ramble on. So if everybody's cool, I want to scan through this. And if Jodi gets anything in here at the end, then we'll play it. Otherwise, I'm going to move on. Everybody okay with that?
Yeah, Tori always sounds like she's all jacked up on speed.
Always.
So bizarre.
It really is. And she just rambles. So I'm going to scan through, guys. So here we go.
What you doing, Bella? What you doing tonight? Good, I'm just going to go like this. But it looks all right now. So I haven't been in Manitowoc County for fucking over 3.5 years. I'm tired of going to jail for other people's bullshit, you know?
She's still talking.
Once I get this little time done, you know? I mean, we still parted as friends. We
She's
weren't
still
enemies.
talking.
I just told him I think it's time for me to go home. You know, I wanted to come home anyway because my kids.
When you're on that job.
Oh, I don't know. I could see if I could call you
Yeah.
for your business insurance. I got a funny card in the mail. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
I would appreciate it. And I'll write you back too when I can.
She's talked pretty much the entire time. I'm sure his ear was probably dead. She just rambles. So, all right, that call's done. Let me get that marked. Okay. This next call is still on the 15th. It's right after that call just ends because it's at 21:07, so that it's literally within a minute. So no, I take that back. Oh yeah, it is. That's right. 21:07. It would be 9:07 p.m. That is correct. And I think it's another 15-minute call. It is another 15-minute call.
Jack 61.
Yeah.
Can I just make the comment? There is a CASO report that was the 8th of November, in which Jodi said, and I quote, "I asked Jodi if Charles Avery is seeing anyone. She stated Charles is not dating, and she stated Charles tried to date her before she met Stephen. She then advised me that Charles had tried to make passes at her." And you know what he did, right? I quote, "She stated Charles had asked to come over to the mobile home when Stephen, and on occasion Earl, goes to the auto auction. She states that she has rebuffed Charles' advances." Isn't that interesting?
Oh yeah. I'm sure they were well aware of that.
Oh yeah.
No doubt. And Jodi was well aware that he had interest in her. So, yeah, I remember reading that report actually not too terribly long ago. I was looking for something else, but I remember running across that report, Doc.
CASO page 162.
So that's very early in the investigation.
That's the 8th of November. That was by Deidring. That's very early on, before all of these calls.
Well, yeah, and again, there's still another interview on November the 11th, but that Deidring and Deb Strauss did on Jodi at the Manitowoc County Jail. I'm positive there's an audio. I just haven't gotten it yet. They won't let me have it, or they haven't let me have it. Okay. All right. I'm going to look through here. I haven't really seen too many questions roll by. Maybe. No. Maybe that. Mr. President. Okay. Is there video audio of law enforcement telling Avery that Jodi told Chuck she loved him? Not that I'm aware of, Mr. President. That was back a few minutes ago. But Jodi and Chuck did talk about smooching, and a few from the other night when we were listening to calls on a Wednesday night. I think that was the night, because however that creepy shit came up. Yeah. Allie says, here, I'll pop that on screen. That one's easy. Yeah, Allie says, Mr. President, Chuck asked Jodi if she told Tori how Chuck kisses. She giggles about it. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. I'm pretty sure that was Wednesday night when we listened to that. Okay, I'm going to move on. Next call again. This is at 9:07, still on the 15th. 15-minute call. Here we go.
This call is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using Evercom.
Hello?
Yeah.
Have you talked to him?
A little bit, yeah.
I don't know what do you make of this?
What do you mean?
How would you take it? If you were here and he was, your so-called fiance was in jail, and hearing him say he loves somebody else, how would you take it?
Honestly, I don't know. I really don't know. I
can barely hear you.
Honestly,
Yeah.
the phone is really scratchy. I don't know why. Honestly, to tell you the truth, I think they're just trying to make you get pissed off at them or something.
I think that too, because as soon as they played it for me, they asked if I had anything I wanted to say or change anything.
Really?
Yeah. And they told me. I didn't get a chance to tell him any of this, so if you talk to you tell him. That if I did have anything to say, they would move me out of the county, help me get back on my feet, and he wouldn't know where I was.
Really?
Yeah. I said, no, I have nothing to say. I said, I told you guys everything.
Seems to me like she's been offered a bribe to testify against Stephen. Move her out of the county, set her up with a job. Really? I mean, maybe that's not, maybe that's not cutting her jail time, but certainly that's an incentive.
Yeah, that's not right.
Doc?
Which also means the level of desperation that the investigators are willing to go for. I mean, at the end of the day, right, Jodi was not present at the Avery salvage yard when Teresa Horbach went missing. So she's not privy to any knowledge of what had transpired, because they're clearly listening to the phone calls. Yet there is a desperate attempt by the law enforcement officers to get Jodi to flip, right? So at the end of the day, why? Why are they pursuing this? I guess in a way they need some type of motive for why Stephen would have killed Teresa Horbach. So now they're going by this sexual angle, that it was a sexually motivated crime.
Well, yeah, and I think, as we know, this coming up here, basically in 2 weeks, Kratz is going to have his salacious press conference. I'm sure he would like to have that story, a story from Jodi, to back that up, right? I think that all plays in.
Yeah, but the thing is that the hammer is about to fall with Brendan Dassey. And, you think about it. what Brendan admits to doing to Teresa Horbach, both him and his uncle, is exactly the storyline that we're hearing now, that it was a sexually based motivated crime. And so hence, in a way, Brendan Dassey closed the loop, if you know what I mean. So both you and your uncle had raped Teresa Horbach. Tied her to a bed, huh? So hence, you can see how the narrative is building up. And so that's why I believe that Kratz went and did that press conference, because it tied everything together. Of course, there was actually no physical proof that any of that transpired.
That's right. None whatsoever. And as Beating and Strain tried to argue, Brendan had no standing to make those claims. There was no proof. Nan's life, how is law enforcement allowed to bribe so they can lie and bribe? Yeah, I mean, it's one thing in an interview to lie to someone, but this is another step here. To, we're going to get you a job, we're going to move you out of the county, you can kind of do your own thing, get you set up. To me, that's a straight bribe. My opinion.
Jack 61, correct me if I'm wrong, but in one of the earlier calls, didn't someone mention something to Jodi? What was Teresa's underwear doing in Stephen's laundry basket?
Yeah.
Did I hear that correctly?
So. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah.
Interesting. Just responding to the comment about the fact that law enforcement officers are permitted to lie. It's amazing how they'll do anything to stoke up the tension that was going on between Jodi and Stephen. It was incredible.
I agree. And they really stirred that pot. Allie says, just another thing to prove that Jodi was lying about trying to get away from Stephen. They offered to help. She declined. That's exactly right. Because at this point, this is the first interview. There are 4 more. They're in the playlist. I suggest anybody that hasn't heard them, go listen to them and see what listen to all of them. They really worked her. And that's just what's recorded. That doesn't include the car ride or whatever, walking to or when the video recorder's off or the audio, whatever, what they were saying to her. You gonna let him get away with this? This is what, I bet you they stoked that fire hard. Bet you they did. We got anything else? Oh, we got a question from Joe Slaughter. I think I've seen you. I'm sorry, Jana Slaughter. Welcome, Jana. Question: did I read or hear that Brendan Dassey's property was also in one of the detectives' names? Not that I'm aware of, no. No, Stephen's trailer property belonged to Roland Johnson. Otherwise, as far as I know, that entire property was the Avery Salvage Yard, which belonged to Dolores. All of that property was hers, passed on by her parents to her when they passed away. So, no, as far as I know. There was a question moving forward about, this second here. Oh, we got Susan. There's Susan.
Hey, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Welcome. Merry Christmas.
Hey,
welcome.
Susan.
Merry Christmas, Susan.
Thank you, Doc. Same to you.
Anyway.
Have I missed anything good?
Everything. You missed it all.
Damn. Oh, no.
You missed, yeah, right. You missed a 30-minute phone call after Wiegert and Baldwin.
Shit.
Yeah. I worked her
with Stephen and Jodi.
Yeah, she's mad as hell.
Let me give you. I could give you Cliff's notes on it if you want.
Yes, please.
Stephen, we're done. You told that cunt that you loved her and that you wanted to slip your dick in her.
Yep.
Yeah. Huh? No.
Huh? No, I don't.
And well, you're just giving me a hard time. Yeah. Well, yeah. That's pretty much it.
Thank you.
Chuck was holding the phone there for a while, so he heard, and she was really throwing Chuck under the bus. Oh my God.
Jodi was?
Oh yeah. But she had to have heard him because he talked in the background like 3 times. We all heard it.
Do you think that's why Jodi asked him on the subsequent phone call if it was on speakerphone or if
Yeah,
everyone was listening? Because she wondered
probably.
if he heard her say that shit.
Probably.
I thought so too.
Yep.
How could
But
Chuck
anyway,
have heard that call? You mean Debbie was calling from Chuck's house?
no. This is when Jodi called Dolores and Stephen had called Dolores and they were talking. Chuck was
Yeah.
there holding the phone.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And
That's
Jodi's
not,
telling
that's not,
Stephen everything that she heard from what law enforcement played for her earlier
Right.
that day.
That's right.
boy.
Oh, the other
Yeah.
thing was that she is just now telling Chuck that she got to smoke 3 cigarettes
Yeah.
and they offered, they said, hey, after they played the part where Steven said that he loved her and what he wanted to do to her, that do you want to change your story? Do you have anything you want to say or anything you want to change? If you tell us something, we can
Those
move you out of the town.
motherfuckers. Oh
We
my
can
God.
move you out of the
We
We
can
can
county
move you out of town.
and get
and
you
get set you
protected.
get set you up with a job and everything,
Which is exactly what they did, right?
which is a bribe in my book.
Wow,
It's
no
nothing
doubt.
short. Yeah.
Well, she didn't end up testifying against Stephen.
No. Just Brendan's
So,
trial.
yeah.
She never would flip, going all the way through October of 2006. So anyway, finish answering Jana Slaughter's question. There was, this is allegedly, I can't prove it, that Wiegert told Barb that she needed to move. Now this is what we heard later on. This has been a while back, and there was a rumor. I can't prove it, that the property that they bought, I'm talking about Barb and Scott, I don't know this for positive, that the realtor agent was Uyghur's wife. I did hear that. Don't know if it's true. But no, none of the property at Davis Salvage Yard belonged to any of the detectives. And then, let's see if there's any more questions before we move on. This call, by the way, Susan, is after, still on the 15th, is after 9 o'clock. Jodi calls Chuck.
This next one coming up?
No, the one that's we're about a minute 40 seconds. We're about a minute 40 seconds into this 15-minute call.
Okay, awesome.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That should be interesting too.
Oh yeah. Okay. I don't see any more questions. I'll try to keep up, folks, as we go along. But let's continue on with this call.
Well, we have proof that he hit you more than 4 or 5 times, like you so said. It's a no.
I'm sorry. This is yeah. Okay. Never mind.
He's only hit me 3 times, and that's it. I said, it's because I was drinking. Well, we have proof, but we won't get into that now.
They have proof.
Yeah.
Liars.
Yeah, this call's with Barb. This bar was with Barb, not Chuck.
Supposedly people I asked for help.
Really?
Yeah. I don't recall asking anybody for help. And then they were asking me too about your truck that was stolen.
Really?
Yeah. They asked me if Stephen had anything to do. I said, truthfully, no, he didn't. I said, I was home sleeping. I was sick because and he had come home from up at the junkyard and noticed it was missing. I said, and that's what I told the other detective, and that's the truth. That's what I know. But I don't know what to believe anymore.
Well, what did he say to you?
Not much. He calls her all the time because he can talk to her. They're not always arguing. I said, well, when I find shit out like this, yeah, we're gonna fucking argue. I said, I don't want to. You know, I just fucking realized, you know, I wrote all that in a fucking letter saying, you know, I just opened my fucking eyes. You know, even if you are off on the murder charges, I could still fucking lose him.
Yeah.
And I didn't look at it like that before. And then to hear him say that he loves somebody else, why should I believe he's telling me the truth when he says he loves me? He did the same shit with me and Marie.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's different. Oh, he told me. He says, well, if that's the way she feels, well, then I know the truth that she didn't really care about me. She was more or less just using me then.
There's nothing to use.
Yeah, I know.
Just like I'm thinking, he's saying, well, if you want to end it, fine, we'll end it. It's so fucking easy for him because he's got her there. I don't want to end it, but I'm not gonna.
He told me he wouldn't even go out with her. She's just a friend, he says.
She's too fat. I said, well, wait till you see me.
He didn't say that.
He said that to me. And I said, well, wait till you see me. What, you're fat? I didn't answer him. She's just a friend I ain't gonna fucking put up with. I'm gonna fucking explode if I see her. I'm afraid I will hit her and I will be back in here for assault.
It's just best to stay, you know.
And she better not go to his court. She's supposed to be on the news tonight, too.
That's what I heard, yeah.
That's what Chucky told me.
On what channel, though?
26. Well, 6.
We're supposed to get a goddamn big-ass storm.
I know.
8 to 12 inches.
Mm-hmm. That'd be nice. I wish I was out now.
I don't want no goddamn snow.
I got to have 3 cigarettes today.
Really? Where?
Yeah. Here. With the detectives.
Really?
Yeah. They were good.
So, which detectives were these?
The lead detective, I forget
Tom?
his name. I think that was his name.
And Wendy?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. To me, this is all a setup job.
They were trying to tell me, too, that you think he's guilty, Earl thinks he's guilty, and Chucky.
Chucky says he's innocent.
Yeah.
I'm staying out of it.
Yeah.
I don't want, you know. I mean, I wasn't around. I was in Green Bay that day.
Yeah. They tried telling me, too, that he threatened to burn Earl's house down.
Huh?
Yeah. Because at first he was trying to blame this all on Candy.
Well, I wouldn't doubt that she'd have something to do with it.
Yeah. Well, he was telling me, too, it's my fault this is going on. It's my fault about the sexual assault case. No, it ain't. Candy started that when she found them pictures.
No.
If I wasn't in here, this would still be going on, and I'd be sitting on murder charges, too, or something else. It's not my fault.
No.
I love him with all my heart. And I will. And I ain't gonna, if I wanted to fuck him, I could. Big time. But I'm not. But I want to spend my life with him. But hearing him tell somebody else that he loves him, that just rips my fucking heart out.
Yeah.
How can I deal with that?
Maybe he's just saying that, you know, because at first Because she came in just like that.
I know.
You know what I mean? And to me, he's trying to get to know her a little bit to see what she's trying to do. Or
But you don't tell somebody you love them.
No, but
He wants to slip your dick in them.
no, but maybe for her to speak up and say something, you know?
I don't know.
You don't know. I couldn't figure that out either.
But then why should I believe him when he tells me he loves me? Yeah, I fucking doubt it. After all the shit we've been through?
Yeah, you doubt that he loves you?
Yeah.
Honestly, to tell you the truth, he does. When I said something to him about what you had said, that you're done, you're through, or whatever, his voice changed. To me, it did anyhow. Bobby, take it easy in the morning.
How did it change?
I don't know, his voice just changed. Like he started to go like down in the dumps or whatever.
I don't know, at times too, I think he's just saying that and using me so I don't testify against him in court or whatever, or go to the media or whatever.
I don't know. I think he does really care for you.
It's got a funny way of showing it. You know what he would do if I told somebody I loved them? He'd go ape shit.
Huh?
He'd go ape shit if I told somebody I loved them. It's like I said, I don't know where him and your mom got this. I said, how would you feel if I told Chucky I loved him? You already have. I said, what? So that's news to me.
Huh. Who said that?
Your mom and Steven.
Really?
Yeah. I wouldn't touch Steven even if Chucky, even if me and Steven weren't going out. I don't know. I just don't know what to believe.
And just like the Hallbucks know. They got a civil suit going.
Really?
Did you see the news?
No.
No? Yeah, for $350,000.
Against him?
Against him, yeah.
That's what he said he just got served with. He's being sued.
How can they do that?
I don't know.
He's not even convicted of it yet. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. And supposedly now he has no lawyers? Or what?
I don't know.
Who was that told me? Chucky told me that they dropped him or whatever?
They dropped who?
Steven. The lawyers that this Milwaukee guy was supposed to get for him don't want to take it or something.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
And he's because he had mentioned, you don't even know about this lawsuit against me. I said, no, because you never tell me nothing. I said, nobody tells me anything.
What do you mean lawsuit against them?
It must be them suing Steven now.
Huh?
About the Hallbucks suing Steven?
Yeah.
I said, no, I don't know about that because you don't tell me nothing. I said, you don't write me.
I just heard about that tonight.
That must have been what he was talking about.
On the news. Yeah, they were on there, a civil suit for $350,000. But how can you get that when he's not even convicted?
Yeah.
It doesn't make no sense.
No, it don't.
And then something to do with funeral services or whatever for her funeral. Her funeral was all paid for through the internet.
Yeah. I don't know. Then he's
None of this shit makes any sense.
No, it don't. And he's trying to make me feel like shit too. Well, she's out here doing shit for me. What are you doing for me?
Well,
you bastard. What the fuck can't... Exactly.
How can you do anything when you're in there?
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, you ain't got too many more days.
18, but still. He says shit like that. You know, I was going to call my aunt, she's a private detective, and, you know, ask her for advice or if she would help or whatever. I don't know if I want to. I mean, I do, but... And then he tells me we're not getting married no more.
Really?
Until, well, we'll see what happens when this is over. No, I said, fuck that.
Yeah, but you got to see his point. If he
You have 1 minute left.
If he does get convicted of it, what are you going to do?
I'll still be here for him.
Yeah, but if he gets convicted, he's going to get life.
I know. I'd go see him. I don't know if I'd move to every state if they moved him, but
that's not the point.
But that's my choice to make, not his.
Right. Right.
You have 30 seconds left.
If you're not busy Saturday, you can come see me. I gotta call your mom in the morning and tell him I'm sorry for bitching, but fuck.
I know.
Yeah.
I know how you feel.
At least somebody does. Can't talk to anybody in here because, you know, who do you trust?
Right, I know.
Thank you for using Evercom.
Well, alrighty. So she calls Barb. Just think I had him chuck on the brain. Anyway, interesting call. And, you know, Jodi's not dumb. Who do you trust? She knows there's all kinds of people in there that if they can get a single advantage to try to get out of jail or get some kind of favor, a lot of them will, not all of them, but a lot of them will do it.
Hey, Jack, was there a 1 minute warning on that call? Did I miss that?
Yeah, there was a 1 minute warning.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was texting someone back, so.
Yeah, it gives the warning at the beginning of the call, and then that's pretty much it at Manitowoc. And then the countdown warning.
Yeah. I missed it. I thought it wasn't there, that it just cut off, and that would have been weird.
Yeah.
I found it very interesting, Jack 61, that Jodi said, remember what Barb said? Well, if he gets convicted for this, it's going to be life. And she goes, Jodi goes, I'll still go see him, you know. I'm not sure whether I'm going to move states if they move him to different jails. But it seems to me that she was, despite of all the shenanigans that were going on, that, you know, she was going to support Steve and be there for him. And
right.
I reckon that would have sent up a couple of red flags to Kratz and the law enforcement listening into the calls. They needed to try harder.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think they worked her extremely hard on earlier that day. I think they really tried to push the envelope.
Yeah.
What do you think Barb meant about Candy?
Well, allegedly Candy found some photos of Stephen and Marie, but, you know, then apparently, and if I've heard this phone call, I've just forgotten it, but there's so many calls, but allegedly Stephen got his hands on those photos. So I don't know. Candy said these things. Yeah, Candy said these things.
He said he got them and he burned them.
Yep.
As I recall.
Susan's one that remembered that. But then there's also another time Candy said she found some photos of Earl and something he was doing, but she never produced them. Those photos never made their way into the hands of law enforcement. So,
Jack 61, correct me if I'm wrong, but those photographs involving Stephen and Marie, was Bobby Dassey the photographer?
Think so.
Okay. All right.
Yep. Yep.
That's weird.
Uh,
Are they
yep.
sexual?
We don't really. There's that suggestion, but we don't really know.
Okay, so we don't know.
Not for positive, no. Mm-mm. But apparently it was.
What I think Candy said was one of them was Stephen pouring alcohol down her throat,
Yeah.
and another one he had written magic marker across her chest. That's what I recall. I
Yeah,
don't know
that's what I.
the
What
rest
time
more.
period? What time period are they supposed to be from?
2004 or 2005 time period.
And I think he may have had her arms kind of pinned up above her head, kind of thing. I'm not sure about that.
How long had Stephen and Jodi been together?
Sometime in 2005.
So this
because
was before Jodi.
Yeah. Sometime in 2005, Jodi was living in Roland's trailer on the Avis salvage yard, and of course Stephen needed a place to live because he was kind of living in an ice shanty, and he didn't really have anywhere to go, and somehow he just kind of moved in. No.
I'm thinking they got together in like July 04, but I could be wrong.
Well, she was probably happy to get together with him if he was putting together his $36 million lawsuit.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember the date, Susan, but you could be right. I can't remember. They've been dating a while. I mean,
maybe somebody in chat remembers.
Yeah, maybe. Allie, do you remember when Stephen and Jodi actually got together, started living together, whatever? It wasn't too terribly long after he got out, but I was thinking it was at least a year, maybe more. I don't remember.
Does Stephen ever reference those photos?
There's a phone call that Susan said that I don't know which one it is. From Stephen. I don't remember who he was talking to. Right, Susan?
Yes.
Call?
Yeah. And he said I think his mom. And he got a hold of the letters. Marie gave, or the pictures. Marie gave them to him, and he burned them. That's what he says in the call.
Huh.
Well, they were investigating him at that time for that. And I think that's the reason he did it.
Merry Christmas, Clive. Thanks for dropping by. I'm trying to just kind of scroll through to see if there's any other comments or questions. I haven't really noticed too many questions. A few here and there that I've tried to answer as we're going. I want to say hello.
Nan's live. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say Nan's live said Stephen and Earl were arguing on the phone and spoke about the photos.
Huh. I'd like to hear all those. I know, they're in the library.
Yeah, we have a summary that you can search, okay, of the calls. Yeah, I'll get that to you.
Okay.
And there did have to be somebody behind that camera. I don't know if that's confirmed it was Bobby, but...
If that was Bobby, that's freaking weird as hell. I'm sorry. That's weird.
Yeah. Could have been Kayla.
I do remember there was that suggestion that it was Bobby, but I don't know.
Who suggested that it was Bobby, I wonder.
That's a good question.
I'm getting off in the weeds here. Sorry.
You're fine. Okay, this next call is on the 16th. It's at 1:19 in the afternoon, 1:20 basically. And I think this is a 7-minute call. Let me see. 7 minutes and 5 seconds. So let's take a peek at this one. Okay, here we go. 16th.
This call is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using Evercom.
Hello? Yeah?
Have you talked to him?
Yeah?
How is he?
All right.
He said he might be out before you get out.
No, I don't care.
You don't care?
I do, but
Oh,
he's probably just going to run to her.
I don't think so.
I wish I had your face.
I don't know. Laura said something about a tape. I don't know if they can bring it up there, though.
Laura, who? I don't know.
The cops only can do that.
I don't know. Well, if you talk to him again, ask him how I'm supposed to feel. He's got to put himself in my shoes. He's turning to somebody else for comfort when it should be me. You know?
He's going through a lot of shit, too.
I know.
He's going through more than you. You're only in jail for drinking.
Okay, I know.
Well, this is worse yet.
But he shouldn't be turning to somebody else and telling her he loves her.
Yeah, just forget that shit.
Tired.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. What cheated on me before.
I've done it already.
Cheated?
No.
And it hurt me just like that.
When you said that about Chucky last night, that hurt,
I didn't
that hurt
mean
me
it that
too.
way.
That hurt it too. Very much.
I know it did.
Yeah.
That's
terrible to say. Very terrible.
I just didn't know how else to say it to make him, you know, I don't want Chucky. I never did.
No, I don't want him dead, though.
I know. I didn't mean that.
I don't want him to be with you either. And he don't want you in the first place. Oh. I don't know. Are you on that?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
I'm supposed to tell him he loves you. And he'll be out before you. Oh.
I talked to Barbara last night.
Well?
Yeah. I told her that they were asking me about that truck of hers that was stolen.
Was she happy?
Barbara?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No. She don't hardly talk to me.
The
whole family's breaking up.
She didn't sound bad or anything.
She don't sound too good when I call her. We've called her all week for Alan to get his hair cut. I think we're just going to forget her.
She says that she tells everybody she's got her own life. She wants to stay out of it.
Yeah. Then how come I got to do stuff for her? I got to shut that off too.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
She's got kids to do her running.
Is she ever even home?
Once in a while, that I know of. I don't know. I don't watch her.
Yeah, but she's not there for you guys. Why be there for her? Well, she's your daughter, but you got other things.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't like to say much on the phone because it's.
Yeah, I know.
There's stories that come in then.
Oh, well, if you talk to him, just tell him I called.
Yeah, okay then.
All right. I love him, but he's hurting me. And I love him, but he's really hurting me.
You're supposed to get some money from that woman and then pay her back later for a card.
She don't work. I don't know if I can.
We'll try it.
I'll talk to the one I'm trying to set Chucky up with. She just started working.
No, I don't want Chucky with none of them.
No?
No. And I don't think he wants to be with a jailbird.
I don't know.
No, let him get his own girlfriend. It's not somebody else's place to do that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, it's
If he wants a girlfriend, he can go and find it himself.
Yeah. Well, like Steven said, he was trying to pass this one off on Chucky. Then why is he telling her he loves her?
I don't know. You've got to forget about all that garbage.
That's hard to.
That's when you're in jail.
hard, though. You maybe made passes at the cops, too. Some
No.
dirty things.
No.
Or they made them at you.
No. No, I love him with all my heart, but he's killing me. Cheated on me once before. How do I know he's not going to do that now again if he gets out before me?
Because he's going to be here. He has to be here.
She can come see him.
Huh?
She can come down there to see him.
Not if I don't allow it.
He can sneak away and meet her. He did it how long with Marie?
He can't sneak away. Don't you get that straight?
No, 'cause I don't know what's going on. He can't.
Well, if he gets out, he can't go running the country.
Oh, I know that, but
Well, Dan, he's got to stay here.
Oh.
In this 5 acres here.
Ah. Okay.
Well, my God, get it straight.
Well, I don't know nothing.
Well,
It's like that lawsuit I just read in the paper. How can they sue him when he's not even really charged with it?
I don't know nothing about that. Yeah, I'm going to have to let you go because I got to take a nap for a while.
Yeah. Just tell him I love him.
Yeah, okay then.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you for using Evercom.
Yeah, Dolores knows what the score is. She knows what the hell's going on, guys. You heard her. Breaking the family up. She could see it. She knew.
Chucky don't want no jailbird. Yeah. No, I don't want Chucky.
That was great. Yeah.
Yeah. Tell Jodi, get it straight. You can't go running all over the countryside. All right. Unless there's questions or comments, I'm going to move on. You can mark that one. Next call, again on the same day, the 16th, and this is at 7:30, and it is a 15-minute call. Told you there's several of them in this last batch. So, with that said, I'm going to click it on. Here we go. I don't have any idea who this is to, so here we go.
This call is subject to
Not 8
monitoring
o'clock
and
yet.
recording. Thank you for using Evercom.
Sounds like Chuck.
Hello?
It's not 8 o'clock yet.
I know, but I'm tired. I'm going to go to bed early tonight. Why? Are you mad that I called early?
I just walked in the door.
Oh, really? What were you doing outside, blowing snow?
No.
No, you said no?
I was in the garage working on someone.
I'm giddy because I'm so tired. I'm just like, everything's funny.
Huh?
I'm so tired. Everything's funny tonight.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's really cold up here. I wish I was at your house cuddled in a big warm blanket laying down watching TV. Me and Jodi both are like, oh, I wish we were at Chucky's house. Just crashed out, wrapped up in blankets, watching TV and drinking a cold one. I was like, yeah. Well, that
Drinking a cold one?
Fuck yeah. I need one after today. Oh my God. These women are driving me batty. They're fighting over silliest shit in the world. It's so crazy up here. Bitching and arguing and oh. Oh, the reason I didn't call you from work today is because I left your number on my bed.
It is Tori. I'm gonna scan ahead.
They didn't let me out till 9 o'clock. I was supposed to start at 7, and they didn't have my. I just fucking started my job today. I need child support.
Yeah.
Journeyman level card. It's 8,320 hours.
Still talking.
Printing, sheet
Still
metal,
talking.
construction. When I am 40.
Still talking.
That's 4 years from now. Her fiance asked her to marry him on Valentine's Day.
Still talking.
She, when I was out on the run, it was hard because I was always afraid that if I let.
I don't think so.
I wish I could come over. I'd come over and bug you.
8 by
140.
66, roughly.
66? How do you get that? He seems like a little kid. You should see this man. He's a grown man. 40-some years old. And he fucking pitches a fit. I have to work tomorrow. I get back here probably like around noon. I'll probably have,
Downstairs.
well, you can just talk to me. You don't have to be about anything important. Just,
I know.
you know.
Okay, that was a Tory Chuck call. God. I'm sorry, that was a Tory call. Chuck was holding the phone. So let's move on. Next call. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Next call is on the 17th, 11:30 a.m., and it is a 6-minute and 42-second call. So I'll pop that up. All right, here we go.
This call is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using Evercom.
Hello? Yeah? I talked to her. She said no. She can't do it.
What's her name?
Lori?
That's a different one?
No. It's the same one.
Oh, I gotta see if I got her name here.
Does it really even pay if he's going to be getting out soon? Save the money.
That'll go.
Can't do
You went through that last one 2 days? Them last two?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot to tell you, too. I don't know if you want to tell him or how you could tell him or what.
What's that?
Them detectives, they told me that, seeing he said that because I'm in here, it's my fault this happened.
Who said that?
The investigators. Stephen said that Monday when we talked. That this is my fault this is going on, or this happened.
What investigators?
That are investigating this murder case.
Who's that?
That Tom and that Wendy.
Yeah?
That were just here.
Yeah?
They're...
Why is it your fault?
No, Stephen said that. He said, he told me this is my fault this is happening. If I wouldn't be here, this wouldn't have happened.
Well, then you would have been too there.
That's what I told him.
No,
this wouldn't have happened at all if you weren't in there.
You would have been a witness.
Yeah? But they're sort of thinking that that's his way of confessing that he did it to me.
Oh, yeah, right.
That's what I forgot about that.
Jack 61.
I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead, Doc.
This is exactly what we discussed the other day. Isn't that incredible how Ma got it immediately, what the detectives were trying to do, and basically how Jodi thought that it was an admission of guilt by Stephen.
Yeah.
Totally different outcomes to the same thing. Ma got it immediately.
Yep.
That's the true definition of a hijacked amygdala.
Yes. Yes.
No doubt.
I thought what I heard was Jodi said they tried to make me believe that that was an admission. Or they tried to make me think that was an admission from Stephen.
But
Isn't
she
that
still
what she
thinks
said?
it. Well, she thinks it, though. And that's
And
what I got from her.
She's probably more apt to think that way since they have her so emotionally upset about Stephen's, playing the Debbie comments to her. I mean, that completely... I've seen this in another case where someone was emotionally involved with someone, they got hurt, and they completely flipped to their belief system about that person completely changed. They saw him in a completely different light
because
they looked back.
they're so psychologically hurt.
And I think that's what I'm saying. I think that's the real definition of the hijacked amygdala. You know.
Well, that's what's happened recently with a lot of truthers, or a group of truthers turned filters. Same thing.
Yep. But yeah,
their beliefs about him.
I have to agree, Doc. Ma got it immediately.
But the interesting thing is all this gamesmanship that's occurring behind the scenes, right?
Oh yeah.
Instead of focusing on the actual case and the weight of the forensic evidence against Stephen, you've got all this background bullshit that's been happening. And, it's interesting that they now regard Debbie as a plant, yet they're not acting positively against that. In other words, they're still allowing Debbie to infiltrate with Stephen and also using her as a weapon against Jodi. And it's incredible that Ma can see straight through the whole lot. She's obviously has a lot of experience with her son, who went through, of course, the 1985 case. But it's amazing that Jodi cannot see what is exactly happening to her. She's being manipulated on all sides by quite a lot of people. The detectives know what her weak points are, and they're acting aggressively on that, and it's working perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, even Barb saw it. I think Barb saw it right away too.
But I do think that Jodi is suspicious of them. Like, she's not totally believing them. I mean, she does end up moving in with Ma. Yeah. Oh yeah, I do too.
But she's still allowing what those
she
things
doesn't
are
trust
to
them. She doesn't trust them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the question is this, right? How much has Jodi been influenced by Stephen and Debbie's association? In other words, would Jodi's belief that her fiance Stephen is in actual fact innocent, would it have that been stronger hadn't Debbie been involved in the middle?
Right.
That's the question, because if she's starting to wobble and starting to flip, then that means that Jodi was influenced greatly by what Stephen and Debbie were doing.
Yeah, we can't forget about the letter, and the law enforcement knew that pissed her off.
Yes, and hence they were using it as a weapon against Jodi. Now, it makes it even worse if Debbie was a plant by law enforcement.
Yeah. Yeah, and then they come in here on the 15th, a couple of days earlier, and plop these 2 phone calls down in her face. So
Correct.
She's already pissed about the letter.
Correct.
Now she's hearing him talk to her. Oh my God!
Correct.
So now they're ramping it up.
As you eloquently played that call, where every second word was the C word.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my God, she was pissed.
Or did law enforcement get lucky again by having Debbie just fall in their lap?
Well,
maybe
that is possible, but to me, I don't think so. And the reason why is because the actions of Debbie were sudden and definitive.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's possible she had done this with some other inmates in the past. She might be one of those people that just, is drawn to them.
It's possible.
Big publicity and, the star inmate and that sort of thing. It's possible.
But that is possible. But as a woman who's married, don't you think I might cop a lot of flack here, but don't you think, knowing that Stephen, what he's been charged with, and the fact that his fiance is also in prison, don't you think that it's hands off? you just don't form some type of
Oh, hell no. Some women have no scruples, Doc.
He's got no scruples at all.
Yeah. And there's
Something
people out there like that.
Susan's right. There are women and even men that are drawn to that for whatever reason. I don't get it. My brain is not wired that way.
You mean I was being a bit too naive?
My
apologies.
Probably.
I wouldn't,
My apologies.
I wouldn't totally say that. Again, I think she's a plant. I can't prove it, obviously, but
I mean, I'm not saying she's not, because I think there's a good possibility of that, but it could be the other way as well. That's all I'm saying.
it is possible. Okay. Anthony says we need to get Debbie on the panel. Yeah, she'd never do that.
Maybe Debbie and her husband are friends with law enforcement. Someone.
Yeah, she could be getting something financial out of it or whatever. I don't know.
They could all be playing dominoes talking about it.
Nanslov thinks that Debbie's an opportunist. That's also possible. We just don't know for sure. I just, because my brain doesn't work like that, I guess, and others, with Debbie suddenly arriving, on the scene within a month of Avery being arrested, and then they're immediately talking, and within a few weeks she's professing her love to him. It's just hard for me to get past
sitting next to Ma in court. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Accompanying the Averys to court. It's hard for me, but y'all could be right. Those suggestions, they definitely could. So anyway, let's carry on here. We got about, looks like about 4 minutes or so left. Here we go.
I don't know if I told Barbara. I don't know if he calls her. I don't know.
It doesn't hurt to tell Barbara because she don't talk to me.
I thought maybe she talked to Steven. I don't remember if I told
No, I don't think she'll accept any calls from anybody anymore.
Oh.
No, because she was bellowing. Her phone bill was so high already. Well, I can't pay hers yet.
Yeah. And I don't call her that much. I barely even call her. She's never home.
No, not too often.
Have you talked to him today?
Yeah. I gotta go put some money down on his. Otherwise he'll be shut off.
Well, I don't know if it really pays to come up here and put money down now for a card. If he thinks he'll be getting out before me.
Well, that's what he said.
And I don't know if I'm ready to talk to him yet. I'm hurt.
Well, then I won't put any in there.
I mean, I want to talk to him. But I'm
but it doesn't pay to holler at him.
I'm not going to holler. There's nothing to holler at anymore. I'm just hurt.
That would be stupid.
Yeah, we're supposed to be on the same side.
Huh?
There's nothing to holler about anymore. I don't believe him. I don't know. I don't know what to believe. If he loved me as much as he said he did, he wouldn't do that. No one would get back to me. Look, he cheated on me first time. I got over
bring
that.
up Marie again and talk.
No, I just said
this is all dropped for Marie. I don't want to hear Marie's name.
I got over that.
No, I don't want to hear her name anymore. She's my granddaughter yet.
I just said I got over it.
I don't get to talk to him, but she's still my granddaughter.
I know. I got over it. But then to go through this now again?
That's over too,
Says who? He's not calling her.
Nothing I know. She's got her phone blocked.
She'll get it off and he'll start calling her again.
Well, yeah, after how many days? Because she can't pay it right away always.
Still,
it might take a month to pay it.
He's got put, if I was turning to some other guy, you know how hurt he would be?
I don't know this stuff.
I can't even.
I'm human.
I know. I can't even talk to Chucky when he's around because he's so jealous that me and Chucky are doing something or plotting something. No.
Chucky's better than that.
I don't want to pray. I'm not hungry. My heart belongs to Stephen. I love him.
Well, he loves you too.
Then he wouldn't do that.
Oh, don't start that stuff. I got to go to town. I got shopping to do. I couldn't sleep the other night. The whole fucking night I couldn't sleep. I was up at 20 after 2 in the morning that day. My heart hurt it. By my heart, I thought I was going to have a heart attack or a stroke. Well, I don't need this shit.
I know. I feel
You know that. But you keep on doing it to me. Why? God, he says he loves you. That's all you need to know then. God. He tells me that every time he calls me. Tell her I love her. She's the only one, okay? Well, I don't want to end up dead in the next week or two.
I don't want that either.
Well, then this has got to be cut out because I can't take that stuff.
I know that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just trying to understand.
You're 35. I'm 70. That makes a difference in age.
Not really, because I feel like you.
Oh, yeah. I don't think so.
I do.
Nobody could feel like me.
Yeah.
You don't have my feelings. Believe it. Yeah, I got to go then. I got to get to town.
All right.
Thank you for using Evercom.
Loris is done with that shit. He's fed up. The tears.
Didn't even say bye.
No, she's pissed. She's done.
I got to go.
Yep, I gotta go to town. I don't need this shit. All right.
I just say go Doris.
That's right. Dolores told her, don't need this shit. Well, you keep doing it. Alrighty. Next call. What's that like? There's 1, 2. There's 3 more calls on the 17th. 2 calls on the 18th and 1 call on the 19th. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's see how long this call is. We'll probably do at least 1 more here. I don't want to keep everybody all night because we're heading into... Yeah, we can do this. There's 1 more 15-minute call. We can do that one. Then we'll save the last. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3. There's 3 more 15-minute calls and then a couple of short calls, and that will end the new Jodi call. So let's do 1 more. Then I think we'll move on and get out of here for the weekend. How about that? Okay. This call is at 1955. That would be 7:55 p.m. in the evening. Yeah, 17th. Okay. All right, here we go.
This call is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using Evercom.
Yes?
What are you doing?
Sitting on the couch.
Are you? How was your day?
Okay, this is a Tory Chuck call. I'm going to scan through it.
Okay, a little disappointed. Bad head injuries.
How's it
Died at the scene.
This part.
Okay.
I don't feel like talking because I was asked about Stephen.
Huh?
I said I don't feel like talking, otherwise I just asked about Stephen.
This is Jodi, I think.
I don't know if I really care.
Yeah, this is Jodi.
I don't know.
Well, he's got 4 different attorneys.
Oh well, I don't care.
So he might be out in the next, he figures in maybe the next 2 weeks, if he's lucky.
Yeah, that's what your mom said.
Yeah.
Why, then he can go run into her.
Oh my God.
Why would he even have her on TV?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
No, he called there.
Huh?
He called there. She answered the phone. And he talked to her about this lawsuit or whatever. And then she had a little interview.
I didn't see it on 26.
Do we have that interview? I'm sure she's talking about Debbie. I do remember this. Does anybody remember? I can't remember if it's in the 64's playlist or not, but I think it is. Or in those CDs that I got of the news reports. I can't remember. All right, continue on.
It was at 10:30.
10:30 was that?
Yeah, after the Olympics.
Okay.
If he really cared about me, he wouldn't do that. I don't know.
No, I don't know.
Oh, here's Tori.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for letting me know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be scanning.
Heather, is she your niece or something? Or... Oh, you were?
Yes, I was.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. I had a pretty good day today. What?
That dude does the cleaning.
Yeah, I know, but they got to make the buckets in a...
Holy shit.
They're going to take it all. I owe $341 to the jail half hours and getting one in, because it's only
You
my
still
second day
talking?
and I didn't even do it. Have one.
It's insurance.
Yeah, but not the right kind. You got to have liability insurance. It's a friend of my friend's up here, and he has a car and she needs a ride, and if she can get his phone number, she's going to call and collect.
Still talking.
You're going to find a frozen dog in your yard tomorrow.
No, none of my phone books are brilliant.
I'm so tired.
Okay. That ends that. That's mainly Tori. A little bit of Jodi. Okay. Let me mark that. See where we're at here. The next call is right after this, at a little after 8 o'clock. Let me see how long it is. It's a 3-minute call. We'll go ahead and play it. That'll just leave a few. We'll come back next time to finish them out. All right, here we go.
This call is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using Evercom.
Hello?
What?
Hi. If you talk to Heather's mom,
Yeah?
tell her I'm so sorry. I just heard.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sad. That's a tragedy.
Yeah, it is.
When's the funeral going to be?
I don't know yet. I figure Monday or Tuesday. I don't know.
And
Who's mom?
Jeff, all right.
Who?
Jeff? Was that his name?
I don't know.
Oh.
This is Heather Cherney. I think it's Yvonne's daughter got killed in an accident at this time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That sounds right.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
I couldn't tell you. I wasn't worried about the next one.
Yeah. Have you talked to Stephen?
Huh?
Have you talked to Stephen?
Yeah.
Tell him I love him.
Okay. I talked to him at 7:15, I think.
No.
Yeah. He ain't gonna call me until tomorrow.
Just tell him I love him.
Okay.
And if he really does love me, he'll stop talking to her. Because this is just killing me. I know he needs somebody to talk to, but they're just going to use it against him.
What, did you talk to them cops again?
No.
Why did you say something about,
That he pretty much confessed?
Yeah.
Because that's what they had said to me that day. Was it Monday?
I don't know.
Wednesday. That's what they had said to me. But I was so mad and upset I forgot to tell you that.
Mm.
Did you tell him?
No, I don't think so. Not that I can remember anymore. No, but I said you would have been a good witness if you would have been home there.
For?
They maybe wanted.
Oh.
You could have been the witness that he was there.
Yeah, I know.
With you. That's what I meant.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, tell him to write me a letter, too.
I think he did start last night, but then he went to bed. He had such a headache. He just said he went to bed and he slept all night.
Well, that's good. One of us isn't. You ain't, I ain't. Alright, just tell him I love him. And he's gonna get his ass kicked for this, no matter what. Tell him that. That'll make him laugh. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
And I'll try not to call anymore until it gets closer to getting out.
Yeah, okay then.
All right.
Okay, bye.
Thank you for using Evercom.
All right. So I'm gonna make that the last one because it's time we get done, it'll be pushing 8:30, and we're heading into the holidays, so I think that's a good place to stop. Leaves us with let's see here. It leaves us with 4 calls. I think 2 of them are 15 minutes, so we'll have us a little short open mic to wrap up. In the meantime, over the next several days, I'm going to be making these into videos. I will try my best to put up a reminder when I start posting these. I'm not going to post like a million at one time. I'll try to do a few. That way your notifications don't blow up when the new playlist goes up. But I will put something in Discord in the community. I'll make a community post. So,
Jack,
yeah.
Did you see my DM?
I did not. I will look right now, though.
Thank you.
Yeah, we can. Absolutely. That's a great idea, actually.
Cool. Thank you.
That is a great idea. Let me get this pulled over here. Okay, got that. Turn that down. Let me add this here. Just give me a second. And then we can, actually, if you want to go around the table for final thoughts, let's do that while I'm doing this right here. Okay.
Well, this is interesting. I mean, watching Jodi flip back and forth, and then the closer she is to getting out, she's flipping back. I mean, I guess at this point, though, she thinks that Steven's going to be out in a couple weeks. So she actually thinks they're going to be together.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, it's just interesting to listen to her, and maddening at the same time. Anyway, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Thank you, Kay, and Merry Christmas to you. Cherie, final thoughts.
Once again, it was interesting, and thank you for playing them for us, and Merry Christmas to everyone as well.
And Merry Christmas to you, Cherie. Thank you, and thank you both for everything you do. JD.
Hey, I just got 2 things. Whoever said in chat the other day that she always cries when on the phone to Mom, I reckon you're definitely right. And the second one is she said so many see you next Tuesdays. I think she's celebrating 2025 next week. So I just think that, you know.
That's funny.
I bet she's glad she's out, but I bet Mar and all that are not, because she probably ended up with them. But
she did it first. Yeah, she moved right in with Alan and Dolores, I think. I mean, she went to the trailer, and it was a disaster. But yeah, she did stay with him for a while.
But I just want to say Happy Christmas, and I hope everyone's New Year goes well too.
Thank you, JD. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you as well. Susan, final thoughts.
Yeah, I think all of these Jodi calls prove that what she said in her 2016 interview was not true.
That's right.
Was was total lies about how she was just there because she was scared or I'm having a brain fart right now, but yeah, I think that's
Well, I think she was
it.
asked, do you think he did it? And she says, yeah. I was on the HLN interview.
Well, yeah,
Crazy.
I
Complete
think she
flip.
changed her mind out of anger myself.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, yeah. Jodi's an alcoholic. I mean, she just, and
yeah,
I'm sure she had money problems, and
yeah.
maybe they helped her out with some gift cards. You know, that's just speculation on my part, but I think
I
that kind of
just
thing
think
happens more often than we know. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
everything that we've heard from her up until this point, I think she truly believes he's innocent.
Yeah, that's
It
everything
sounds
we've
to
heard.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And they really tried.
So,
You know, this Debbie angle. They worked her like a show pony. I'm sure of it.
boy, did they. Boy, did they.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
That
interesting,
call.
Jack. Thank you.
That. Yeah, you bet. Yeah. I'll
These are
let Doc
calls I
talk here in a
had.
second.
These are calls I hadn't heard. So yeah, it's
Yeah. I mean, the
interesting
other
that
side.
they held them back.
Well, the other side of the calls from Stephen's side, at least part of them we have for sure. But I don't know
Uh-huh.
about all the Jody Chucky calls, Jody Bauer calls. We don't have those, and the Jody
Yeah.
Dolores calls. We don't have those. So there's
Right.
a lot of
And
calls
the
that were
Jody,
missing. That
you said that. Okay.
yeah, that's right. And you know, when I asked
Yeah.
Uyghur for them last year, and he sends me Stephen's calls again, and he says, "Oh, I perform my statutory duty." No, you didn't. You gave me some, but we already had
Right.
those calls. That's not what I asked for.
Mm-hmm.
So,
We'll
alrighty,
charge you
Susan.
for
Yeah. Merry Christmas to you and your family, and Happy New Year.
Thank you, Jack. Merry Christmas to
Yeah.
everyone. I hope you have a wonderful holiday.
Thanks, Susan. And Dr. Silkman, take us out of this.
Well, I'll tell you what. First of all, a big Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone on the panel and also in chat. Again, thank you so much for your support. This year has been extremely challenging and tough, but we stuck fast as a team, as a group, and we've grown as a channel. And I'm so blessed to be part of this team. So much dedication and hard work. And just quickly, these calls have been invaluable, actually. And it goes to show the despicable nature of certain law enforcement officers and what they were prepared to do in order to cause great harm, not only to Jodi, to Stephen, but also the family at large. It's amazing the wise head that Mama Avery has. She knew exactly what law enforcement were doing. Unfortunately, Jodi was not strong enough to see through their lies and their massive manipulation of her and others. It was a very, very complex relationship or relationships that were happening. I do believe that Jodi was a plant. She had a specific role.
You mean Debbie?
Debbie, my apologies. And I did check up. Yes, it looks like Debbie did pass away in 2021, I believe.
Really?
She remarried again, and her surname was Hilton. Someone in chat, I think C4P pointed
Saw
out.
that.
Yeah, so it looks like Debbie did pass away.
Oh wow.
Yeah, amazing. So she remarried again, but it mentions nothing about her past, that she had a shop selling goods and things like that. So very, very interesting indeed. I feel that now you get a much more greater perspective of the calls that convicting a murderer used. And now you can see how they use the Jodi call about the fact that, oh, you murdered Teresa Horbach because she rejected you, and used it in isolation without showing you the build up to that moment of tension, right? And so you got to be very, very cautious when you're listening to calls. you really need to know the context. And again, thank you so much, Jack61, for your hard work throughout this whole year, and everyone on the panel and in chat, because now we're getting a much more greater perspective of how everything is fitting together really, really well. And looking forward to 2024, where I'll be back, and of course the others will be doing renewing our Reading with the Crew podcast, but we'll be looking at the new material. So hope to catch you all next year. Again, thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Yep, thank you, Doc. And this is really the reason that I really wanted to get these calls, because of the perspective, the greater picture. I knew there was no case-shattering information here. That wasn't what it was about at all for me. I want, just like you, and I think everybody in foul play and a lot of people out there that follow, we want everything, no matter where it goes. We want it all. And without all of it, I just don't think we can make a rational decision about, what. I get the fact that the other side, some people are the guilty side, state advocates. Many of them are so bitter for whatever reason. They don't even really want to talk about the case. They want to talk about you. They want to put us down, or put other truth people in the truther community. They want to attack them. Not about the case at all. None. I mean, it's like I was saying earlier. I put that couple of those things you put together last week for the podcast with the Kratz video and what he said in his closing about cancer jury just set this key aside. To me, that was a real eye-opening thing. That, of course, I don't think any of that was in Making a Murderer. That was a real eye-opener for me, because I'm telling you, if I was a juror of any age, if I was a child, I would, young, 20 years old or whatever, I would maybe not have understood what he did. You put 3 cops up on the stand to testify about how this key was found in Stephen's bedroom. You use it. It has allegedly had his DNA on it. So you use that to convince the jury that he did it. And then you get in your closing and say, hey, can we just forget about that key? It looks really weird. The cops did blah, blah. Can't we just let that go? It doesn't really matter. It's not important. Really? To me, my head was on fire. I couldn't believe it. A lot of us couldn't believe it. I still can't. And I can't get past the fact of state advocates, Dave on convicting murder says, the key, it's not a big deal. It's just such a small thing. No. If any piece is tampered with to that degree, it's one thing to find the key, but to have his DNA on it, I'm sorry, you got a problem, Houston. Big problem. So, all right. We've had a lot of really nice comments. Merry Christmas to everyone from a lot of people in the live chat. And we do thank people for coming on and listening. And we encourage everyone to go do your own thing. Don't believe me. Don't believe Doc or Susan or anybody else on Foul Play. Go do your own research. We're fine with whatever you believe. Trust me on that. Just be honest about it. That's just at the end of the day. Everybody has to make up their own mind. For me, the questions are too great. There are always too many. There are always questions in complex cases like this, especially where you got murder and alleged assaults and all these kind of things. There are always questions that go unanswered, but not to the degree that's here, and the lack of documentation in where it really matters. Evidence that's been literally obliterated. It's gone. Can't be retested. There's too much. I'm sorry. For me, I can't accept it. To me, the state did something wrong. They got caught because this guy, for whatever reason, not for whatever reason. To me, it was the depositions and the lawsuit. He had to go away. Kasork and Vogel couldn't testify. They couldn't allow this to proceed forward, whether it was out-of-court settlement or a trial, public trial. They were not going to have that. I'm telling you, not going to happen. That's a lot of what drives me to try to continue to get records. And I'm continuing. I still got open records requests in. There's more than I'm going to write. I'm sure others will too. And I encourage you to do that. We all do. So, with that said, I'm going to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone. We'll be back Tuesday or Wednesday next week to finish up these final 4 or 5 calls, whatever the hell it is, and we'll get this knocked out. In the meantime, I will be recording, starting at the beginning of what I got with a new playlist of these Jodi Chuck calls. The Jodi Tori calls, the Chuck and Tori calls, I'm probably going to relegate to the miscellaneous section because I really don't want to hear her yammering on. That's what I did the last time. And we're going to end this tonight with something a little bit different in our ending. And as soon as it's over, we'll be out of here. So,
Jack 61. Before you go, we may have had the wrong Debbie Klemp.
Really?
It must be another Debbie Klemp from Wisconsin. So we could have got it wrong.
Uh-oh.
So
we killed her.
If we got the wrong Debbie Klemp, we do apologize and Merry Christmas.
Well, I guess we can do some more research in the meantime and maybe have
Correct.
an answer for that next week. All right. Thank you, Doc. All righty. Let's have a little Christmas cheer on the way out. Thank you so much, Susan.
On the first day of planting, the guilty hit a rev to screw Mr. Stephen Avery. On the second day of hijinks, Scott showed the way to Pam, the bluish-green rav, all to screw Mr. Stephen Avery. On the third day of sleuthing, the seventh entry found one lonely key, a bluish-green rav, all to screw Mr. Stephen Avery. On the fourth day of planting, all Joesty spots of bone, one aha bone, a lonely key, a bluish-green rav, all to screw Mr. Stephen Avery. On the fifth day of bullshit, the press, they sealed his fate. Stephen's guilty. One aha bone, one lonely key, a bluish-green rav, all to screw Mr. Stephen Avery. On the sixth day of antics, Paul Hain has found some blood, 6 drops of blood. Stephen's guilty. One aha bone, one lonely key, a bluish-green rav, all to screw Mr. Stephen Avery. On the 7th day of November, Cuss Road was all the rage. Nothing here to see, 6 drops of blood. Stephen's guilty. One aha bone, one lonely key, a bluish-green rav, all to screw Mr. Stephen Avery. And now we get to Brendan, poor boy is so naive. Their truth will set him free, nothing here to see, 6 drops of blood. Stephen's guilty. One aha bone, one lonely key, a bluish-green rav, all to screw Mr. Stephen Avery. After 9 hours of sweating, Ken Kratz was on TV. A sick fantasy, the truth will set him free. Nothing here to see, 6 drops of blood. Stephen's guilty. One aha bone, one lonely key, a bluish-green rav, all to screw Mr. Stephen Avery. The press has a field day, they're guilty, don't you see? One smug prize, a sick fantasy, the truth will set him free. Nothing here to see, 6 drops of blood. Stephen's guilty. One aha bone, one lonely key, a bluish green laugh, all to screw Mr. Stephen Avery. Now they're back to searching, oh God, what do they find? One magic bullet, one smug prize, a sick fantasy, the truth will set him free. Nothing here to see, 6 drops of blood, Stephen's guilty. One aha bone, one lonely key, a bluish green graph, all to screw Mr. Stephen Avery. Ken Cat's favorite evidence, the last piece that he needs. One hood latch swab, one magic bullet, one smug prize, a sick fantasy, the truth will set him free. Nothing here to see, 6 drops of blood, Stephen's guilty. One aha bone, one lonely key, a bluish green laugh, all to screw Mr. Stephen Avery. On the 12th day of my song in walks Miss Kathleen Z. Exoneration ball sack, could swap one planted bullet, stolen day planner, Bobby Dassey, the truth will set him free. So much more to see, the Billy CD. Stephen's not guilty. No bones are left to test the planted key. They won't give up the wrath. Stephen Brendan.